While on a family trip to Great Smoky Mountains National Park, we had Ezra, our autistic son, on a toddler leash, and a complete stranger felt like he needed to voice his opinion of disapproval.
A child, on a toddler leash may have special needs, and there's no look of autism. There really isn't.
We visited all the national parks with 5 kids in an RV and 2 who are autistic, and Great Smoky Mountain is our 42nd national park. We don't always keep Ezra on a toddler leash. While we're painting rocks at our campground at Smoky Mountain, he's able to sit with the rest of the kids at the table. And even though he tries to grab everything, you can tell he's really enjoying himself, just being with the kids.
Okay.
He's really serious about it.
Ezra?
Ezra's, Mommy's, Marie's, Mommy's, one of Marie's, Simon's, Mark's, Marie's, Benson's, and Marie's.
You can see here, Ezra plays on a safe playground. We don't need to keep hold of the leash the whole time. In this type of setting, we can watch him from a distance, but since he's wearing the leash, we could come and grab hold of the harness if we needed to keep him safe. We've tried all sorts of toddler leashes. Some made for younger kids, and some that actually made for teaching kids how to ski, which I think is pretty brilliant, by the way.
You can go down there. You can go down the slide. Go down the slide.
This campground has it all. Great location, fishing, and an amazing playground.
Cast it out there, go woo! Yeah.
Simon, are you tired? It's your bedtime. Every Saturday, they have live music, so it's kind of fun.
Watch how useful the toddler leash is with Ezra while we explore this famous town of Gatlinburg. Ezra loves to grab and throw things. Just imagine all he could do if we let him go in a store like this.
It's cereal with only the marshmallow.
Yes!
We didn't even mean to get video of this. You'll see that Ezra wants to run right into the busy street full of cars. It's a good thing I have a tight hold on his toddler leash. If I had just been holding his hand, he would have let go so fast, and I may not have been able to respond in time to help him. Please put in the comments, so what do you think about using toddler leashes on children? Do you approve? We'd love to know what you really think. Come over here. So, this is after I've woken her up twice. And this one. And that one. Twice. Woken up, talked to them, told them what to do. They're asleep now again. So, early this morning, when we were supposed to wake up, it was pouring rain here in Tennessee. And I was like, I'm not going on a hike while it's pouring rain with babies. Like, it's not gonna happen. Hiking is something that Ezra truly enjoys. Sometimes he'll just laugh and laugh as he hikes. Ezra was loving the hike, even when we got soaking wet with rain at Smoky Mountain. It's not like we never hold his hand either. When we're in an environment that isn't too overstimulating for Ezra, he's able to hold my hand, just like you see here. We're all together.
So we are going to do the Caves Cove loop. Audio tour is $1. Oh, it's a cassette. You pay for it and then you get...
Well, we don't have a place to play a cassette. I doubt it's a cassette. I think he's dating himself. People don't sell cassettes. Okay, so we paid $1 for this. Cades Cove. So this is the drive that we were told that we should do.
There is an audio tour that we were going to do. There's an app that you can download and do it, and we didn't do it before we left internet connection, so we're stuck now with the reading it ourselves.
We see some beautiful sights, learn history of how people used to live 200 years ago, and see something that makes Marie very angry. That's not nice. Look at their Bibles. Oh, look at the little songbook.
Mark, sit down. I'm going to read.
Marie is going to be our preacher today.
Okay. Yeah.
Excuse me, minister.
What?
Where are the people?
What?
Like they literally said, here's 3 rocks that are the same size or something. Like, it's crazy.
1827. I was in this little church house and I'm thinking to myself, what would happen if you need to go to the bathroom? Please consider subscribing. We post daily of our unique normal. That's a huge fox. How many foxes you have? He wrote his name just like the vandalism that you hate. Come here. So don't be like Bob, okay, guys?
This is my fit.
And just take a moment and teach your kids why it's important not to vandalize. We want to keep it the same for future generations, right? A storage unit. All right, let's see what's so special about this house. That's not a trail. Already? Huh.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's raining this hard and I don't feel anything because of how thick the jungle is. I mean, I guess eventually the leaves should get wet and it should drop.
Don't trap it. I didn't know there was fireflies in here, but it's really cool.
Yeah, you showing us where to go? Is that the trail? Yeah.
Actually, don't think this was any shorter. They're walking up the trail, so.
He's making the cutest face right now. Woo! Okay. That's just pulling mommy. Huh. He's just pulling me. Whoa, that was a big rock. We are hiking to the tallest point in Great Smoky Mountains National Park. And there's a lot of people here. So we're climbing up to that eventually. But we were just climbing up this hill and it's pretty steep and there are lots of people. And so I was kind of in the back with Simon and Adam was in front with the rest of the kids and Ezra's on his toddler leash. And what's kind of funny is that on the way down, we were separated enough that people didn't know that we were together. And so on the way down, there were these people who were like talking bad about this person that would have their child on a toddler leash. And I just had to say something because they weren't like being super rude. They were just talking to each other. It's not like they talked to us or anything. But I was like, oh, hey, that was actually my child. And then they both looked at me like, oh, no. But I tried to be like super nice and like, hey, it's no big deal. You know, Ezra has autism. He's nonverbal. And he really doesn't have awareness of danger. And since we're climbing up a mountain, we want to just keep him safe. And so I just kind of said that to them. And they were super nice. They were like, oh, yeah, we understand, you know. And then even one girl was like pointing at the guy who was saying mean things. And he's like, he's just stupid. Like, so they were kind. And then I gave her one of our business cards and I was like, so we have a YouTube channel. And they got all excited and they said they're going to subscribe. So, and they were sincerely nice. So hopefully we turn that situation into an okay, better situation. I think a lot of people just don't realize that a child, you know, on a toddler leash may have special needs, especially with autism. There's no look. You can't see someone and know that they have autism because it's such a big spectrum and there's no look of autism. There really isn't. And so sometimes, you know, people just don't know. I like looked around and I was like, wait, I only have 4 kids. Where's number 5?
Here we are at Clingman Dome, the highest elevation in Great Smoky Mountains National Park. A couple things about this park. It is the most visited national park in the United States. It got 14 million visitors last year, whereas the second most was only 5 million.
Yeah, it did.
Here you can see anything at all.
Oh, really? That's fun.
I'm gonna jump up!
No. Don't even joke about that. Did you miss me? Oh. Okay, so we just passed the sign and I just had to give it a moment. This is the funniest I've ever seen. Your GPS is wrong. You're wrong. Isn't that where we're going, to Mingo Falls? No access to Mingo Falls. He's doing it one at a time.
Go.
Remember, if you have a child who's autistic, you're in good company. You can see here, while we're exploring this waterfall, it just wouldn't be safe to bring Ezra here if we didn't have him on a toddler leash. But because we do, he can be here with the rest of us.
It's like neon green.
Yeah, it's really bright colors. I think what people don't realize is without this leash, it would be too dangerous to take my son Ezra with the rest of the family on trips. The only other option is to leave him home. And as his mother, that doesn't sit well with me at all. Doesn't he have as much right to go on the family vacations as any other child? You can see our autism playlist here.